Hello and welcome to this episode of Effective Websites. After you're finished with this lesson today, your website's going to look a lot more like your website. This is the video in which we'll start setting up our menus. Let's start by opening both the back and the front ends of your website. When you look at the menu, you'll notice many menu options that don't belong in your web page. Let's first clean those up. To do that, we'll go back to the back end, to Menus, then to Main Menu. As we scroll down, we see a bewildering list of menu items that have no business being on your website. So let's get rid of them and unclutter your main menu. The easiest way we found to do this is simply to eliminate everything except for the home menu, and then add menu items back in as they're needed. We're going to check the little box beside Status, and all the boxes are now checked. Then we'll uncheck the box beside Home to exclude it from the group. Click Trash, and you're left with one item on the page. Now, we'll repeat the process over and over again, and unselect Home each time, hitting Trash, and repeat it again until all that we have showing is the Home menu. Before we make small changes to the Home menu, we're going to go up and we're going to empty the trash. If we save and close, then go to the front end and refresh, we can see that it now reflects the changes we just made. Let's return to the back end menu area. For demonstration purposes, we're just going to add some general headings for menus and submenu items. Let's click New, add Church, by new and title, in this case Church. The menu type will be Article, Category Blog, and under Choose Category, we'll click to expand the box. Click Church, and this is why we had you enter your categories several videos ago. Doing that step first greatly speeds up your process. When you did the global configuration, you already adjusted all the settings for all your categories, and so you can skip the Category tab. Same with the blog layout, same with options. Don't bother with integration or link type. Let's click on Page Display. Where it says Browser Page Title, type in Church. We like to always name this the same as the title of the menu for obvious reasons. Now we go to S5, Flex Menu Parameters, and where it says Subtext, you'll want to put in a short description of your page, 2 to 3 words max. Now, instead of saving and closing, since we're creating several menu items, it's faster just to click on Save and New. Now we're going to repeat that same process several times. Add a Church 1 menu by clicking New, Title, in this case Church. The menu type will be Article, Category, Blog, and under Choose Category, we'll click to expand the box and click Church 1, and this is why we had you enter your category several videos ago. Doing that step first really speeds up the process. When you did the global configuration, you already adjusted all the settings for all of your categories, and so you can skip the Category tab. Same with the blog layout, same with options. Don't bother with integration or link type. Let's click on Page Display. Where it says Browser Page Title, type in Church 1. Again, we like to always name this the same name as the title of the menu for obvious reasons. It's a matter of search engine optimization. Now we go to S5 Flex Menu Parameters, and where it says Subtext, you'll want to put a short description of your page, again, 2 to 3 words maximum. The only difference here is that since this is a submenu item, we're going to click on Parent Item, click on Church. Again, instead of saving and closing, we are creating several menu items. We'll repeat the process. It's faster just to click on Save and New. I'm going to pause the recording right now and add a bunch more menu items so that you don't have to sit through all of this. Okay, when we first put together our menu, we said that there are 2 other menu items all good web pages should have, a contact page and a calendar. Let's make those menu items right now. It's only slightly different than what we first did. First, we go back to the main menu, click on New, click on Menu Title, and enter Calendar. The menu item is J-Events Calendar, and we want to view by month, so we'll click on that. On Page Display, we'll add our browser title. We'll enter description. You don't have to unless you want to. And since we are done with this menu, but have one more to go, we'll click on Save and New. The title on this one is going to be Contact Location, since the contact page makes a great page to have a map of your location. Behind Menu, type Click Select, then Contacts. For now, we'll just enter List Contacts in Category. We're going to leave this as uncategorized. When we get to the video on contacts, we'll talk more about this feature, but we'll pass over it for right now. Since we took care of most of these tabs when we set up the global configuration, we can skip over to Page Display and simply type in Contact Location. Skip over to S5 Flex Menu Parameters and add a quick description. Find us. Let's save and close. Now, I'm going to need a menu item for a future video on working with articles, so let's do that, and let's see how that looks. In the back end, we'll click on New. Browser title and page heading are the same as the title. Save and close. Let's also see how our front page has changed. We'll refresh so that it shows our most recent changes. When we mouse over the menu items, the drop-downs work, the calendar works. If you wonder to yourself where that came from, we actually put that in a separate video. And since we haven't added any contacts, that should be blank, and it is. And as you can see, if you've done your advanced planning on the menu worksheet, this goes very smoothly and very quickly. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Effective Websites. Goodbye.